Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Heart of David. The signs are, we couldn't ask for more signs than what we see right now. My spirit is telling me, even though I'm eating, right in the middle of a meal, to make a video. Because there's so much going on in this world. There's so much going on in this world. Remember what Paul the Apostle said? He said, Paul the Apostle, he said the way that it would be in the end. There'd be a lot of lawlessness, right? Does it look like there's lawlessness in the world? If you don't think so, I just want you to take a look. I want you to take a look at one thing, and just one thing only. Look in the United States. Look at all these places, whatever you want to call them, they're sanctuary cities, that there's whole groups of people and all the migrants that the last administration willingly let in. Places are having to close. There's violence all over the place. There's shootings. And I'm not just talking about the States. I want you to ask yourself, okay? They have desensitized us so much so. What is this? Canada, Spain, France, US, all the Western countries. Who in the hell has said they had to have gotten together, World Economic Forum, to say, and no, it's not about jobs and less people. That is a part of it, but that's not why this is. This is destruction of the Western society. And if you look in countries like Canada, who let in the most people per population, but we're all across. We have a very large country. You can see what will creep up in Canada if I think the end times. I think the end will come before that happens. But if you look in Britain and Spain and France, and have you seen the streets, man? They're filled with lawlessness, rape. They're not even willing to say the real statistics. There's an agenda. Is it that thing that, what's his name? In the late 1800s, Albert Pike, 3 World Wars type thing that they took out of the museum, but people took pictures of that. They're trying to pit like Islam against Christianity, and who knows, look what they're doing to the Western countries. And can you just look at other countries looking in at us that are not a Western country? What are they doing? Why are they letting people come in? Here, Christians can't do anything. Either can the regular population, people who were born there. But you bring in migrants and you let them do whatever the hell they want. What is that called? Tolerance? Right? Man, I think I don't know, I would say the stats probably would be from what I've heard, if I was just to analyze that in my mind, it would be 75% of the crime, but certainly the violent crime and sexual assault, rape is done by the people who have come into the country, and they're just letting it happen. Just look at Britain, man. They're in the thousands, and they're keeping tight-lipped about it. You don't call this lawlessness? I don't know what. Why? What's the goal here? I can just a lot of YouTube videos that I've seen. I'm very skeptical. Okay, when someone says, "Thus says the Lord," and I had this vision and that vision. Certainly, people are having visions and dreams. But what was the point I was going to get at? Yeah. What I'm skeptical about is videos showing things in the sky and stuff like that. But there's certainly ones I know for certain are. Man, I've seen things. This wasn't even recorded in Ottawa, and I live in Ottawa, Canada. I have no idea why was it not even recorded. It doesn't matter how it happened. I've never heard of this before. I go on a walk every single night, okay? I go walk twice per day. I love walking at night better than the day. 5 blood red moons in a row. But the next night there were clouds, so I didn't know. It could have been 6. Why wasn't it recorded? Someone will say, well, it's the wildfire smoke. Well, 2 of them I saw were definitely not. They were just completely clear sky night, like as clear can be. And even if it was like wildfire, like just a little bit of particulates in the air, I don't think it would turn it that color though. Like I'm talking about as blood red as it gets. It would go from orange to red. Man, 5 blood red moons in a row. That told me where I live here a lot. That's unheard of. I mean, like if you're living right by a fire and you're by the smoke all the time, certainly it's going to do that. But man, I'm like really far enough from these fires. The world's on fire. The volcanoes are going off. It's here. It's here. And they're going to split the land for gain because I watched a video, okay? I'll even give you the channel name. You can go look at my most recent comment on his thing. I'm trying to direct him to the truth. Very good video. Latest video, I think, by Scott Clark. He got everything right. Like I'll put it in the description box. Sorry guys, it's because I'm eating. It's like my abdomen. I don't usually make videos when I'm right in the middle of a meal. He got everything right, the whole process and everything. Trump is picking out these wars and he's stopping them. Like he's stopping this war, that war strategically because he does it by deceit and flattery. I saw in his video this. He said, I don't think Trump is the Antichrist because, I believe that's what he said, or if I have a little bit off. I don't think he's the Antichrist because he's a nice guy. He's a good guy, or empathetic. How do you get someone to wake up from all the satanic stuff? I'm not going over everything again. I'll put it in the link. Donald Trump is the Antichrist. I've given no less than 30 objective signs showing you that he is the Antichrist. And people like Scott Clark, a brother, okay, still have a veil over their eyes to this man. Have you seen the Trump compilation? I'm the best at nuclear war. No one knows more than nuclear war. No one knows the Bible like me. This is how he makes truth fall to the ground. He says he hopes things stick. He says so many different things that you're like, okay, one thing, like you're so confused because he throws so many words out. And one is a lie and one is the truth. If you actually go and back check it, it turns out wrong. He's an angel of light. He sold the Bible with his own version of the Bible with the Constitution in it. That means he will receive the plagues of the book of Revelation for doing so. He made $300,000 on that. How much more do you need to know? Pastor Lauren Livingston was the only real big-time pastor I've ever seen question that. And man, did he ever go out on that. He is not the man you think he is. He's on the Epstein list. He's at the very top. He was his best friend. You think is a good empathetic man because he's paid for this and that with other people? He's a billionaire. He's trying to make a name for himself. Go look at Trump Tower. Go look. 660 feet, 666 tall. Lives on the 66th floor. He's got an as above, so below triangle on his building that's been there since 1980. It's 6 by 6 by 6. He's just an empathetic man. And would it not be this way that he would be right in front of your face, but yet you wouldn't see it? Because this is the way the devil works. He's right in front of you. No, he's just in the middle of stopping every war on earth and making a covenant. He's pulling them all together. The architect of the Abraham Accords. How could you not think that he is? And I understand this. Sorry, I'm just like really passionate about this. He's the Antichrist. The movie The Omen with Damien, that was a mirror of his actual brutal military cadet life. Man, they're like, these people give us signs outwardly. Mega. That hat that they wear, man. The hat that they wear. There's so much in that. 45, 4 plus 5, 9. Anyways, it adds both of those, 47, 9/11. Go read Revelation 9/11. And they had a king over them. Who's the king of the bottomless pit? It's Donald Trump. Why does he keep making those signs with his hands? The only reason I'm starting to give you signs now is to lead you to my video that I give a lot of them. He's the Antichrist, right in front of your face. We're right at the end of time. So, what are we waiting for? So Scott Clark did a really good video. And then when it got to the point, about halfway through his video, and he's saying he's an empathetic man, I just felt like vomiting. I thought that very thing too. Because I'd heard stories like, this woman came up to him and helped her because of cancer, and there's a good testimony there. You think the devil's going to come at you with a knife in his hand, you know? This is very elaborate and intricate. I don't believe that shooting that happened with him, but there's not even a mark on his ear. It was fake. So, I'm just going to finish off this way. Is it possible that Trump could be the false prophet? No. I've thought of these things, and I am fluid. But Elon Musk fulfills the role of fire making come down from heaven, and the miracles that he has. Neuralink equals 666 and gematria. It fits like a glove. Why would I ever push that to the side? It makes fire come down from heaven. If you've seen those videos, man. So could Trump be introducing the Antichrist? I'm sorry, that's just not going to happen. He's right in the thick of it. He's doing exactly what the Antichrist is supposed to do. So people are waiting for this awesome super IQ. You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Because you have preconceived ideas from so many different pastors and teachers that you have a preconceived idea of something in your mind that will never materialize.